Western's greatest source of pride is in the personal and professional achievements of our students. Tonight's keynote speaker is Wendy Sherwood. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about Wendy, and then hopefully she'll tell you more about herself. Wendy's educational journey at Western began several years ago when she came to our Toma Center to complete her HSED. She accomplished that goal in 2010 and actually was one of our student speakers that evening. It's been 2 years and I've never forgotten Wendy Sherwood. Just like tonight, the student speeches are often moving. I embarrassed Wendy a little bit before we started tonight by revealing to her that I used that video of her speaking as an orientation to our program for new students sometime, because I thought the message was that good. So after hearing that speech in 2010, you remember people. And when I attended the college graduation the next year in 2011, I was really pleased to be sitting in my little chair in the back and see this young woman, Wendy Sherwood, crossing the stage with her practical nursing technical diploma, just like she said she was going to do. I'm very pleased to tell you that less than 2 weeks ago, Wendy achieved her latest educational goal by graduating from Western with an associate degree in nursing. In addition to her educational achievements, Wendy's been a volunteer in the teen parenting classroom at Toma Senior High School, as well as with the Robert Cooper Learning Center in Toma, sharing her story of struggle and achievement as a way of giving back to her community. I could not be more proud to welcome one of Western's alumni, Wendy Sherwood.
Good evening, graduates, friends, family, and faculty. I am honored to be here again tonight. I am a Gold graduate, and in fact, like Chad just said, I did walk across the stage 2 years ago and 2 weeks ago as I was pinned as a registered nurse. I am so amazed and honored at the direction my life took after I was brave enough to get my GED. After 10 years of being just a high school dropout, I realized that I wanted more, that I needed more, and that I wouldn't stop until I had achieved my highest educational goal, becoming a registered nurse. In just 3 years' time, I replaced my high school dropout status with college graduate. And in 1 month, I'm going to be taking my boards to become a licensed registered nurse. Life has been so very chaotic, but when I do have a moment to consider all that I have been blessed with, I still to this day shake my head and think, I'm so glad I got my GED. Well, enough about me. I would sincerely like to take a moment to congratulate you, the class of 2012. I hope that tonight your hearts are filled with pride, and I hope that gleam on your face remains. I hope you feel accomplished, and I hope that tonight is not the end of a sprint, but rather the start of a marathon. It doesn't matter what, when, or why traditional high school didn't work for you, but what matters is that moment you replaced fear with courage and took the next step toward a better tomorrow. Wisdom is defined as the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. The life experiences that led you here tonight, the forever knowledge you obtained during your journey, and the good judgment to become a graduate all tell me that each one of you exemplify the definition of wise. Now I'd like to see a show of hands from our graduates. How many of you currently have a job? Okay. Does a $12,000 a year raise sound good to you? Because of your GED, you have the statistical probability of making that much more money each year. And have you ever considered going to college? Well, did you know that 97% of colleges accept a GED? And in fact, 1 in 20 college students have a GED. I can think of one college for sure that I would recommend. And once you do complete college, your annual income level could potentially be $44,000 more per year. There are many successful people that have obtained a GED, including Peter Jennings, Bill Cosby, Dave Thomas of Wendy's, country singer Gretchen Wilson, actor Michael J. Fox, Alicia Silverstone, and Christian Slater, a U.S. Senator, and a U.S. Surgeon General. Imagine all of them. I will never forget the day that I was asked to give this speech. I was sitting in the lunchroom at Gunderson Lutheran during my palliative care clinical rotation in nursing school. I sat down just long enough to check my email, and as I read it to myself, I immediately smiled as goosebumps covered my body and tears welled up in my eyes. Being here tonight is the culmination of who I am today, and I feel that this stage is my opportunity to pay it forward. So if you haven't heard one word I've said all night, please hear this. The sky is your limit. Determine and decide what is your next goal. I would like to ask that you please consider taking the Compass test to see if there's any college programs that might work for you. You have worked so hard toward your education, and now is the perfect time to apply your knowledge. Make all your efforts worth it. Don't stop. You have the potential. As Harriet Tubman once said, every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and change the world. Before I end, I would like to say a special thank you to the family, friends, and faculty that have been an essential part of the success of the individuals in this school program. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. So thank you. And one last quote from one of my children's all-time favorite authors, Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You are on your own, and you know what you know. You are the guide who will decide where to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. Wonderful. Before we move on tonight, I'd like to take just a moment and